Hello boys, my name is CoolYoshi. Welcome back to my 100% blind playthrough of Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. The last video we left off in the Barrendale Mesa world. Pretty much the Mesa world that we have to explore to get crystals before we go to finally fight Cursa. In this video we'll probably be doing some side quests. Well, actually, most doubtedly we will be doing some side quests. Just wondering what to do now that things have changed. In the last episode, we had to clear out this whole area of its big storm that was brewing. Alright, there we go. Jeez. I was wondering why I was taking so long to get through that. I was trying to... I was trying to tell before I keep moving to something else. Alright. Okay, well that's a surprising way to go in. As it turns out, Bubba was not a normal person at all. Nor a normal character. In fact, she was actually Daphne this whole time.
Look, whoever that is took the real mama prisoner. I told you that last transmission sounded fishy.
Okay, alright, so she still exists, it's just that... Daphne. Now, Edge. Best to keep a clear head. You need to play the long game.
Running away?
Are you gonna run away again to save your old skin? Let me use Mama for target passes. Or will you try to rescue her? You will fail, of course, and your quest to stop Cursa will be over. The whole galaxy suffers then. Though you never stop Cursa anyhow, I could at least promise to be a much more merciful in victory. How about you choose?
Take cover.
Happy's a crack shot from distance. Distance. With a share of fish in a barrel. Seeing there's no cucumber water. Basically, what the boss and other characters were hitting at is we can't use our tactics of just rushing up to her to get the setup done faster. We need to attack her from a distance, play it safe, and our stuff. And they said that for real, if we mess up, we're just gonna get taken out right away. Actually, kind of surprised by this battle. I don't know what to do except I knew this guy is at least somewhat resistant to ooze. We'll do a mix of all of the different mashes we had. So we'll have fun. We're gonna get Aqua Dash. That might actually do more damage for, you know. And then for a second ability, he's gonna get none of the extra elements. He's just gonna get Fam Dash. We're gonna have every element except Ooze, and I guess since I left it out, Gust as well. Although Gust could theoretically be better. In fact, you know what? Maybe I should just do that. This is just so that when Mario dashes our raider, which he is dashable, I could maybe kick her bounce a few times for some extra damage, which can help with finishing off her. Alright.
Okie
Hey Doki, it's time to go now. Alright. You already know what's gonna happen probably if you're watching this. Each person is gonna start off rather on a specific spot, and which spot they stop on will be dependent on where we think we want to stay the most safe. I'm gonna start by protecting the course first turn. Then we're gonna send Mario up to the higher line and Mario to the highest possible line out of all of them.
Hey!
I'm a jump!
Alright. Now we have a Peach is gonna attack. Alright, here we go. We're gonna attack this guy to defeat him speedily. Now we're passing a turn.
Oh, you're on my list.
Good. Ooh. You can kind of see the impact of that almost already. Had we not been behind cover, we would probably been somewhat annihilated. I say somewhat as in we could probably still annihilate the enemies back. It's just, yeah, that could easily have been from there.
Blessed.
Alright. I have a setup that I could potentially use to still but to make it work, we need to get both Rabbit, Mario, and to jump to the right side. And someone will have to their dash. Unfortunately, you can't be around Mario for the full setup safely. What I meant by that is basically Rabbit Mario must take his dash to get this egg.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'll start with Mario's turn. He's gonna go here. He's gonna move as close to the boss as we can. We're then going to burn attack.
Alright!
And then going to combo into that. And Mario will team jump to Frontier. I think I want to use Aqua Dash to help with the trigger, although it probably doesn't matter which dash I use, really. Once he's in the air, will you activate a burn effect? That combo should defeat the first part of this boss. There we go. Of course, this is a segmented battle likely, so we have to defeat her a couple more times yet.
Oh yeah!
We also get thrown into the next battle with no time to heal or plan, to figure out what to do. Now, hang on, man. I need to be right back. Alright, guys. Sorry about that. I had to go BRB. We're back now. And just like the previous video, it looks like we... video of the Midnight Battle. We're gonna have to defeat this opponent a few times before she actually goes down. There's some changing parts and enemies each time, which kind of changes our route that we have to take each time as well. If I've learned one thing, the long-range enemies are the worst, and I want to try to remove them right away. Thankfully, I get freebies with these kinds of enemies. The Scoshets. All I can do is set up a shit kill, and they'll easily die all the time. It's the other enemies that are gonna get a little trickier to avoid. It'll also be kind of a weird change of where I go to, because one of theirs will have to go a different spot to ensure that they stay behind perfect cover, because only 2 people actually make it to the perfect cover in this. Oh. I did not want to do that with Rabbit Beach at all. Thankfully, there is a unique effect setup that I wanted to test out anyway, that doesn't actually waste any time. So this is a little cheat you do. This isn't even a real cheat. That lets you restart, and if for some reason you fail because you mess up your objective time or anything, or have to restart due to full death, the game will actually give you a special opportunity only in these storyline battles, where instead of restarting from a normal objective thing, you can choose to instead restart from the very current objective instead. Honestly, doesn't really matter what Mario goes. He's gonna be able to defeat all the Scoshets pretty easily with his combo. We should probably activate right now before using move.
Okie dokie.
Alright. We don't need any special dashes this time at all, in fact, because all we need to really do is dash one enemy. That figures the effect for him to then get shot by Mario. That easily defeats them. And for safety, we can even defeat the second enemy using this as well if we want. Or even just weaken him and maybe almost defeat him outright. Okay. Then Mario otherwise is gonna set up here with counter blows to see if for some reason he does get it. For Rabbit Peach, she's gonna take another one route, this time going over here. This'll keep her out of range of the other attackers. Not all of them, though. Thankfully, the boss doesn't actually change in HP. The only thing that changes is how you get to the boss. And this is the part I mentioned. It's going to be very easy to deal with. Because the enemies They always jump anyway first. Also, it is a multi-hit there, so Daphne is pretty much almost like Mario in almost every way. I mean, like the actual normal Mario, not the Egg Mario or something else. Alright. We have a set to get to where the enemies are. As with many of the boss battles, you do not want to waste a lot of time defeating the extra enemies and other stuff, unless there's a reason to do so. Obviously, there's the setup I mentioned where I defeat all those enemies in one turn, but as for what happens after that, I'm still jumping in and out. Alright. We saw how effective the bird combo is. Unfortunately, we cannot activate it right away this time, safely, from this part. Fixated from, I'm gonna try and get top. Jake and just barely reach. Okay, that was close. Almost didn't work. To fix values for him, he's gonna have to go all the way over here. You could just run over to it though, without having to wait.
Oh yeah! Woohoo! All right. Let's go.
There's our last action point to get the flame active. Then we do slash again. Depending on our shot, we can do gust instead of slash. Right now, we're gonna do splash.
Tougher than I thought.
All right.
Since we know how to defeat her, we may as well continue to use the same setup over and over again. So yeah, this is actually kind of easy once you get the hang of it. Especially with the Mario setup, we can easily annihilate this enemy using just Mario. Also, yes, I guess this means this is the boss battle area. Of course, each zone gets more difficult to traverse. And it makes sense that only makes sense that the last zone is also the most difficult to traverse, has multiple enemies. Even as these freaking enemies that actually are weak to is, as if that wasn't great enough. They now have these freaking stupidly annoying wild claws to deal with, and it takes forever to reach her. This will not be a two-turn, I will tell you that much. Will this be a side turn? Will this be a 3+ turner? I don't know. I don't know, honestly. What I do know is I need to move each of our other characters over first, using Rabbit Mario to help him out.
There you go.
Or you can skip map and just right there and head right over here. Definitely going to want to set up the shock effect right away.
Alright! Let's go!
But not use our Zare back just yet. Because Rabbit H might still get a turn to do stuff.
Knock that!
I should have hit that other bomb first, but whatever. Not going to focus on too much that in all of the enemies, obviously. We're going to focus on defeating them one at a time here. Whether or not I'm going to protect also is going to be dependent on what I actually want to do here. Alright, alright. Now, for the anti-tap. Should. Team jump.
Have a jump!
But from here, he doesn't actually need any effects active necessarily right now. So instead, we're going to bash this enemy.
Strong, huh?
There we go. Well, we already activate the other effect, so it's a little late to change anything. Let's go ahead and use Hero Segment to really maximize this damage. I was about to say we could dash a second time, but looks like we didn't have that.
Extra cheese.
And this might actually end up being better anyway. I'm gonna change that route slightly. I was initially gonna do F or H, but I think I want to move to maybe a different side. Good. So yeah, better take him out. Alright. Now we just have to protect ourselves each turn, because that person we already mentioned, Daphne, is the master of long range and will just non-stop attack us from the far away spots. And we need to be ready to run away from each time. Despite all that, he still somehow managed to combo us. Alright, this is a problem. You can kind of see why I was gonna focus on those enemies first, and I was definitely correct to do so. Alright, how much is it actually? Oh, okay, no, it's just AoE, and it didn't actually do much. Alright. I'm gonna start by punishing him with dash. Healing up after that banana thing. Okay, so I guess it is only just 2 shots. So it is just like Mario shots, but each of those are somewhat hard to avoid. And of course, with the Wild Claw, you could just lure us in anyway. And if we get lured, they just get screwed anyway. So, now what we're gonna do is H must heal right away. Don't lose Rabbid Mario. Rabbid Mario be very sad if we let him be lost this time around. As for Mario, we are gonna set up a combo on him, but I don't think we're going to do the fire things, so I can save that for himself, and we'll probably use this pipe itself as the guard this time.
Oh yeah!
The only thing I'm doing early is heal shotting, and that's it. Nothing else happens. Instead, what I'll do is I'm gonna position so I can dash and knock him into the out of bounds area right away. I mean, out of bounds area right away. Alright, perfect. That's actually exactly what I wanted to do. Now, for the second turn, for Rabbids Mario, I'll use their turn to just annihilate most of his enemies' health. That was a very low lull. That was very unlucky, actually. Now he's guaranteed to not live, so he's gonna damage someone. Oh wait, no. He will not. Just attack Mario to end it. Mario still has a move-in turn, but it doesn't really matter. Gotta pass the turn now. Oh, whoa. Defeated an extra enemy. Not like we needed it. Good, we didn't get lured in the second time. You can kind of see why I prioritized those other enemies now. Since if we messed up, it was gonna be really bad. Now we get to just kind of climb this battle area as fast as we can. We'll enter both pipes of our characters too. This puts us in range with our character now. And we also see that there are 2 supports up there too.
Let's go.
These 2 supports will probably be really annoying. This is the better set for Mario to get more damage. I have an idea to get us up, but we'll have to both get team jumped by Painch up there first, which means we have to wait a secondary turn unless we want to use one of the smaller things to get over to Daphne's. Oh, actually, why not use this instead of the second shot? Guaranteedly defeat that enemy instead of dealing with the one that could potentially die. Not necessarily. Oh, perfect, actually. We can get maybe one character at minimum right away up top. The reason I suggested it might be a problem is the only way we can get up the characters all the way to the edge where we need to be for the setup is we need to have one of them stay behind, and in exchange the other 2 will team jump off of them so that they can go farther in the level.
Here we go!
We need to keep Splash Dash for the boss. I did not need to do that. I took a little bit of extra advantage. Pretty much unnecessarily doing that. This is actually our first time we've attacked him in a different way. Mario already attacked, so he can't move. Neither can the other tears, and although Rabbid Peach does not have any effects, you can't really do anything this turn, since most of the major enemy attack are already defeated. So the best we can do is set up a 50 guard and hope that we don't get screwed here by damage. Though we can use counter blow as a backup, or even maybe use an item of somebody else. But I think we can do this without items, we'll say.
Alright!
Taking the longest as usual. Okay, so that's our secondary effect. If you're too close to her, but haven't defeated her yet, she'll do that, apparently. But we're pretty much already defeated her now. Problem was just getting there. I'm gonna move so I actually am in the right spot this time. Ah, she's in a record set for Mario. Okay, we can fix that though by going around the air. It's just a bit more annoying than what I was going to initially do.
All right.
But it seems strat-wise.
Oh yeah.
So only this third phase was any difficult, and all it really happened was it took longer because there was more stuff to worry about. But in here, this phase, you just get a free jump, and I probably don't even need to do that. I could probably just... In fact, that's what I'm gonna do, sort of. We're gonna
Don't miss.
dump some damage on him, since we can, safely, without Rabbid Mario home. Then we can set it up so that Rabbid Mario does the finishing blow instead of Mario finishing him off. Alright. There you go. Another purified darkness energy crystal attained. Okay. And the moment we defeat this, we don't even get much of a chance to do much else, apparently. Cursa just pops out and says hi. Just saying, well, that did disaster. Apparently, there's a trapped by some... Rosalina appears for just a brief minute. And a big teleport appears out of nowhere. Okay, so that was a fake out. So now we know that Cursa is apparently either Rosalina or Rezo self is trapped by Cursa. I don't know what happened. Okay, so that's really weird. I thought that Rosalina saved us. That crystal is proof of her bravery, but why is she a prisoner inside of that thing?
That thing is Cursa. And yes, Rosalina is firmly under its control. This is not her doing, Rabbid Rosalina.
But...
Yeah, if we can't stop Cursa and Rosalina can't get free on her own, then she's gone forever. That was a weird flash
I think
rat.
I know how you feel, because I feel it too. But I also feel something else. While I am sad, I am also determined, optimistic even. I feel...
You feel hope.
Okay. Good words
You'll
of encouragement, Mama. Yeah, all might be new to emotions, but if y'all take a closer look at that crystal, you'll see that she's right.
The Megabug. An abomination created partly from the mutated DNA of Rabbids. It was thought to have been defeated. Yet, a fragment remained, floating aimlessly throughout the galaxy. Merged with and powered by stellar debris, it mutated once more. Slowly, it gained sentience. Desiring to grow, it fed upon the life energies of the galaxy, eventually transforming into Cursa.
So now we learned a bit more.
Some Lumas were playing with some Rabbids who were passing by. Intrigued by the powerful energies emitted by the Luma's joy, Cursa was drawn to the Comet Observatory.
Also, now we're getting references to Mario Galaxy here. Is that where we're getting at?
Approached them while masking its presence. Even Rosalina could not sense its arrival until it was too late. At the last possible moment, Rosalina put herself between the Lumas and Cursa in order to protect them. The Rabbids and Lumas were saved, but something terrible happened. An enormous blast of energy. The Rabbids and Lumas were flung far away, where they were merged together, creating a new powerful species now known as Sparks.
So they are effectively
Rosalina
Rabbid
had also
Lumas
merged
then.
with Cursa. Cursa was in control, but felt Rosalina rebelling against the Union. To crush Rosalina's will once and for all, Cursa needs to gather Sparks and absorb their energy. Then, it created an army made of corrupted Rabbids and mind-controlled minions of Bowser, along with the Spark Hunters to lead them. Yet, Rosalina does not fear Cursa. From the very start, Rosalina knew she could count on her friends. She knew she could count on us.
Oh, this is a long storyline. I'm glad we got out of the way. Rosalina knows we're coming. That's why she sent us a message. If she thinks that we can help her, then there's gotta be a way.
Best not keep her waiting.
Yeah, now if you all see his way, I got a shield buster to bane out. There's a big death key.
It's not exactly the firepower I was expecting, but I trust you implicitly, Mama. We have just enough purified darkness energy to reach Cursa's stronghold as well.
Remember this.
Much shield buster that's gonna save Rosalina. You all have hope, but you gotta stick together. Unity, that's what all this thing is
Thank you,
about.
Mama. We will not forget it, we promise.
Alrighty.
Well then.
What you waiting for, give givers? I ain't got all day to yammer, sob. Oh, we can't get any more levels, apparently. So there's no cheese level set up in this game. Yeah, if we get to team, we now know that 5 is the max spark level, and 30 is the max team level. So there's literally nothing we can do to grind up any more experience now. It's the only thing we can get now from a skill tree. Either involves getting upgrades from cider unlocks, or what am I talking? Side unlocks, like side missions. Or we'll have to go around and get other various things instead. Sorry, I did not mean to say it like that. I'm sorry if that did anyone, but yeah. Basically what I'm saying is there's a lot of extra stuff we can do. Peach, you're gonna continue to go with the protective setup, actually. Yeah. Basically the whole gist of what I was saying is basically there's the only way to get any extra orbs now is to pretty much just find them from missions now, but I imagine we'll get a lot for finishing other stuff, including some from probably finishing the game as well. Alright, well, since it's getting close to the end, we should probably at least give something for each character. Alright. Ezra still needs ground pound. I still needs chain targets. We could potentially remove some damage to have them get that ability, but I don't know if I want that. But Peach is doing a completely different build now, doing the Spark build. Arc Energy is gonna be very interesting. Arcs. And for Mario, I forgot what build I was even doing on him. Oh yeah, I was doing like a mix of movement build, glide after stump. Now we need the extra stump so we can chain stumps across the map. And get a lot of stuff done. I have jump shot maybe on top of that. Of course, this will limit a lot of our options. Oh, we need to feed. So, there's some eggs that still haven't been fully fed yet. Alright. There we go. That was a lot to just go for that one part there. I'm almost tempted to end the episode right here, but of course we have a lot more stuff to do. Alright. Wow, literally no mimics there at all. We've gone through this little area and yet we haven't found a single point, save point for us here. You gotta be flipping kidding me, mate. That's annoying, because now we have to run all the way around there. I know that's a survival battle. I don't quite have the time to do that. Okay, looks like the army of enemies has showed up, but there's no point in doing it anymore. Our max level is 30. Maybe we'll get more power when we get max level stuff, but I assume the game won't make us allow us to cheese this that easily. So I assume what's gonna happen now is that this legit is the max level, unless we get more from Hinsa. We can't get any higher until we either beat Ursa or do something else. But I guess we'll start with this. Come on, Ursa, you can do this. They need you.
Pardon me, are you?
The artist Gershab. Perhaps you saw my paintings at the Winter Palace when I was in my closey Alpine Futurism phasm. You were blown away by my work on my palette prime when I was in my neo-Lobril stripsum phase. Dale Mesa, I was doing my most important work yet, thanks to my artist colony friends pushing me to go. But now they've gone missing inside the danger zone. Sigh, no wonder why the rent here is so cheap.
I was going to ask, are you okay? Nonetheless, Mr. Gerspard, you can count on us to rescue your friends.
Okay. I'll open the gate to the danger zone for you. I have no idea how they got inside. There must be some footprints or something here somewhere, but if they are, they're invisible to me. Up top? Okay, then.
Yay!
Up top means we have to go all the way up here before we can even start again. Alright, now that we're back up here, we need to keep going. Okay, Of course the game will not be over after this, by the way. We'll probably be able to get some samples. It's just this is at the highest level we can get before attacking Cursa. We can't do any more after that. Alright, this is a lawn path. Why does this person have to go last so many gaps? Extra segments. Okay, we know I have to go up across here. Now you see we can't go across there all the way. Oh, hey, we can clear this area fully now. I figured there would be at least some stairs somewhere in one spot. Alright, we need the soap that lets us go all the way up to the top now. Thank goodness. Alright, that's been defeated. Hey, that was the run set to go with that. Alright. We need to keep going for a bit. Anyway, what I meant by we're inside is I would have had to use a ladder to get up there, which I can't do, obviously, without getting the item, so we have to put it on that block instead. Thankfully, we don't have to do much else with that. Oh my gosh. Put it in the famous, Mr. Mario. Oh my gosh, what the heck? And characters were just stuck. They weren't able to move there for a while. That was dumb. There's no reason that should have happened like that. Alright. And now for the last time we have to go around this loop again. That makes people beg the question. Would they not just install a freaking shortcut to skip all this? Yeah, it would save so much stress and time over having to go through everything to get to the normal area. Alright, we're finally on the edge. Now we can finally continue on. Ah, here it is. Well, we found the puddle, but he's trapped. A better idea. Let's still doing that. That's it. You should end it. So by first, going all the way over here, and removing this. And I missed like an idiot. Sometimes you have to be very close to get through. I'll just bump. Oh, okay. We don't have to bump it, apparently. If you and the game doesn't care, it doesn't bonk you. So I guess you're fine. Yeah. All right. Unfortunately, he's trapped in a darkness tunnel, which we do not have time to deal with. Unfortunately, we are really close to finishing the game, though. It's a good sign. We have almost 84% game completion now, which is really close to being done. Is we very limited build space now. I don't even know what I'm gonna do now. There's so many things I had plans to do, and I might have to sacrifice some abilities to make it work. But let's see. But first, I need to end this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you enjoyed, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video as we draw closer and closer to the final battle with Cursa. Till then, bye.